Hello students, welcome to our channel Learning Notebook. In today's video, we are going to do complete chapter of multiples and factors for class 4. We are going to cover each and every concept related to this chapter. So make sure you watch the entire video. But before starting with this video, let me tell you that we have made videos on every chapter of class 4 mathematics. We also have interesting worksheets and quizzes on each chapter. You can find all of them on our channel Learning Notebook. Also, you can see a list of all such videos on our website. The link to our website is below in the description box. So let's see what all topics we are going to cover today in this video. First, we are going to understand what are multiples. Then we will learn about properties of multiples, how to find multiples of a number, what are common multiples and how to find common multiples. Then we will understand what are factors, properties of factors, how to find factors of a number, what are common factors and how to find common factors. Then students, in the end, I will give you a practice worksheet. So let's start and first understand what are multiples. The product of two or more numbers is the multiples of the numbers that are being multiplied. Let's understand it with the help of an example. 6 multiplied by 5 equals to 30. So here the product 30 is the multiple of 6 and it is also the multiple of 5. Let's take another example. 2 into 4 into 5 equals to 40. Here product 40 is the multiple of 2, it is the multiple of 4 and 40 is also the multiple of 5. So remember that the product of two or more numbers is the multiples of the numbers that are being multiplied. Students, let's consider the table of 2. Here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. All these are multiples of 2. Similarly, in the table of 4, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 and so on. All these are multiples of 4. Now the question is there an end to multiples of a number? Answer is, there is no end to the multiples of a number. Look here, in this table of 2, if we multiply 2 by 10, we get 20. If we multiply 2 by 20, we get 40. And then if we multiply 2 by 30, we get 60 and so on. So students, there is no end to the multiples of a number. Students, we have got a separate video on complete chapter of measurement for class 4. In this video, you can learn about measurement of length, measurement of capacity, measurement of mass, along with lot of examples and related word problems. So I would recommend you to watch this video. The link to this video is below in the description box. Now let's understand properties of multiples. First property of multiples is every number is a multiple of 1 and a multiple of itself. For example, 5 multiplied by 1 equals to 5. So here multiple 5 is a multiple of 1 and it is also the multiple of itself, that is 5. Next, 7 multiplied by 1 equals to 7. So here 7 is a multiple of 1 as well as multiple of itself, that is 7. Now the next property of multiples is the smallest multiple of a number is the number itself. Here students, you can see multiples of 2 up to 80. But the smallest multiple of 2 is the number itself, that is 2. So this is the second property of multiple, that is the smallest multiple of a number is the number itself. Next property of multiples is every multiple of a number is equal to or greater than the number. Let's again consider multiples of 2. Here students, you can see every multiple of 2 is either equal to 2 or greater than 2. So remember that the multiple of a number can never be less than the number. Now the next property is the multiples of a number are endless. Thus there is no greatest multiple of a number. Students, this is the same property which we have learned earlier. So remember, the multiples of a number are infinite. There is no end to the multiples of a number. Last property of multiples is multiple of a number is divisible by the number. To understand this property, let's consider multiples of 3. So here we have 3, 6, 9, 12 and so on. Let's pick number 36, which is a multiple of 3. Now let's check if 36 is divisible by 3. On dividing, we see that remainder is 0. So it means 36, which is the multiple of 3, is divisible by 3. So students, these were the properties of multiples. Now let's revise these properties of multiples with the help of an exercise. Fill in the blanks. Question 1 is, the smallest multiple of 13 is dash. Answer is 13. Because we learned the property that the smallest multiple of a number is the number itself. Question 2 is, every number is a multiple of dash and dash. Answer is itself and 1. Next question is, the first multiple of 7 is dash. Answer is 7. Again, with the reference to the property that the smallest, or we can say first multiple of a number is the number itself. Question 4 is, the first 3 multiples of 8 are dash. For this, we will do 8 into 1 equals to 8. Next, 8 into 2 equals to 16 and 8 into 3 equals to 24. And the last question is, 6 into 9 equals to 54. So 54 is a multiple of dash and dash. Answers are 6 and 9. Students, we also have a separate video on complete chapter of perimeter and area for class 4. I am sure all your doubts related to this topic would be resolved after watching this comprehensive video. The link to this video is below in the description box. Now let's understand how to find multiples. To find multiples of a number, multiply the number by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Students, let's understand it with the help of an example. Find the first 5 multiples of 7. To find first 5 multiples of 7, we will multiply 7 with 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So first 5 multiples of 7 are 7, 14, 21, 28 and 35. Now let's see the next question. Find the first 5 even multiples of 3. Students, to get even multiples, we cannot multiply the number by 1, 2, 3 and so on. Because in this way, we will get even as well as odd multiples. Now, if you notice carefully, you will see that on multiplying any number by an even number, we always get the multiple as an even number. So here also we will multiply 3 with even numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. So in this way, we have found the first 5 even multiples of 3, which are 6, 12, 18, 24 and 30. Let's do one more question. Find the first 5 odd multiples of 9. So here students, to find first 5 odd multiples of 9, let's multiply 9 by first 5 odd numbers. That is 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So we have got the first 5 odd multiples of 9, which are 9, 27, 45, 63 and 81. Now let's take one more example. Find the first 5 odd multiples of 4. Now students, I told you that to find odd multiples of any number, we will multiply the number by odd numbers. So let's multiply 4 by 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Now, if you notice here, none of the multiple is an odd number. So it means if the number is even, then all its multiples are always even. We can never get odd multiples of an even number. So here our answer would be there are no odd multiples of 4. So students, this was all about multiples, properties of multiples and how to find multiples. Students, we also have a separate video on complete chapter of time and calendar for class 4. In this video, you can learn how to read and write time in AM and PM, time duration in hours and minutes, and how to read and write time in 24-hour clock. You can also learn how to calculate days using calendar. So I would recommend you to watch this video. Again, the link to this video is below in the description box. Now, let's see how to find common multiples. So what are common multiples? A number that is multiple of two or more numbers is called a common multiple. For this, let's consider multiples of 4 and multiples of 5. Students, look at these multiples carefully. You will find that 20 is a multiple of both 4 as well as 5. Therefore, 20 is a common multiple of 4 and 5. Similarly, 40. 40 is a multiple of both 4 as well as 5. So 40 is also a common multiple of 4 and 5. Now let's do a question on common multiples. Find the first 10 multiples of 2 and 3 to find their common multiples. So let's write first 10 multiples of 2 as well as first 10 multiples of 3. So here students, we can see that 6 is the first common multiple of 2 and 3. Then let's check further. Now we can see 12. 12 is another common multiple of 2 and 3. Let's check further. We can see 18. 18 is also a common multiple of 2 and 3. So let's write the answer. Common multiples of 2 and 3 are 6, 12 and 18. Students, to understand all the concepts related to money, you can refer to our separate video. The link to this video is below in the description box. Now let's understand what are factors. When two or more numbers are multiplied, each of the number being multiplied is called the factor. Let's consider few examples. 3 multiplied by 7 equals to 21. So here students, we have learnt that 21 is a multiple of 3 and 7. Also, 3 and 7 are factors of 21. Let's take one more example. 2 into 3 into 5 equals to 30. So, 30 is a multiple of 2, 3 and 5. And remember that 2, 3 and 5 are factors of 30. So, when two or more numbers are multiplied, each of the number being multiplied is called the factor. In other words, we can say factors are the numbers which divide the given number completely. That is, remainder equals to 0. For example, if we divide 30 by factor 6, we get the remainder as 0. And if we divide 30 by factor 5, then also we get the remainder as 0. Now let's learn the properties of factors. First property of factors is 1 is a factor of all numbers. For example, 20 into 1 equals to 20. So here 1 is a factor of 20. Next example is 13 into 1 equals to 13. So 1 is a factor of 13. So students, remember that 1 is a factor of all the numbers. Also students, 1 is the smallest factor of any given number. Now next property of factors is a number is a factor of itself. Like in earlier examples, 20 is a factor of 20 itself and 13 is a factor of 13 itself. Now let's see the next property of factors. A number itself is the greatest factor of itself. For example, 20 into 1 equals to 20. So here 20 is the greatest factor of 20. Similarly, 13 into 1 equals to 13. So 13 is the greatest factor of 13 itself. Now next property is the factor of a number is smaller than or equal to the number. For example, factors of 14 are 1, 2, 7 and 14. So students, here among all the factors of 14, 14 is the highest, which is equal to number 14. And all other factors are smaller than number 14. And the last property of factors is every number has at least two factors, that is 1 and itself. For example, 14 into 1 equals to 14. So 14 has at least two factors, 1 and 14 itself. So these were the properties of factors. Now let's revise properties of factors with the help of an exercise. Fill in the blanks. First question is 4 multiplied by 7 equals to 28. Therefore, 4 and 7 are factors of dash. Answer is 28. Next question is 5 multiplied by 6 equals to 30. Therefore, factors of 30 are dash and dash. Answers are 5 and 6. Next, the smallest factor of 20 is dash. Answer is 1, because we learned the property that 1 is the smallest factor of a number. Let's see the next question. Dash is a factor of all the numbers. Answer is 1. 1 is a factor of all numbers. Let's see the next question. Dash is the biggest factor of 80. Answer is 80. Because we learned the property that a number itself is the greatest or biggest factor of itself. Now the last question is, dash has only one factor. Answer is 1. Number 1 has only one factor, that is itself. Now let's learn how to find factors using multiplication and division. Let's first understand how to find factors using multiplication. Question is, find the factors of 24. Students, to find factors of 24, we will start writing from table of 1. 1 into 24 equals to 24. In the table of 2, 2 into 12 equals to 24. In the table of 3, 3 into 8 equals to 24. Similarly, in the table of 4, 4 into 6 equals to 24. Now students, 24 does not come in the table of 5. Or we can say 24 is not divisible by 5. And in the table of 6, 6 into 4 equals to 24. But we have already covered it as 4 into 6 equals to 24. So it means we have to stop at 4 into 6. Now we have found all the factors of 24. So let's start writing its factors. We will start writing from top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we will start writing from bottom to top. 6, 8, 12 and 24. So students, in this way, we have found the factors of 24. Let's do one more question. Find the factors of 30. Again, to find factors of 30, we will start writing from table of 1. 1 into 30 equals to 30. In the table of 2, 2 into 15 equals to 30. In the table of 3, 3 into 10 equals to 30. Now, 30 does not come in the table of 4. Or we can say 30 is not divisible by 4. Now, in table of 5, 5 into 6 equals to 30. And in the table of 6, 6 into 5 equals to 30. But students, we have already covered it as 5 into 6 equals to 30. So it means we have to stop here. So now we have found all the factors of 30. So let's start writing its factors. We will start from top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, 5. And then we will write from bottom to top. 6, 10, 15 and 30. So we have found the factors of 30. So students, in this way you can find the factors of any number using multiplication. Now let's see how to find factors of a number using division. Question is, find the factors of 18 using division. To find factors using division, we will divide number by 1, 2, 3 and so on. So to find factors of 18, let's first divide 18 by 1. We get remainder equals to 0. So, 1 and 18 are factors of 18. Now, we will divide 18 by 2. And again, we get remainder equals to 0. So, 2 and 9 are also factors of 18. Next, let's divide 18 by 3. Again, we get remainder equals to 0. Therefore, 3 and 6 are also factors of 18. Now students, we will divide 18 by 4. Here we get remainder equals to 2. So it means 4 is not the factor of 18. Now let's divide 18 by 5. We get remainder equals to 3. So it means 5 is also not a factor of 18. Next, divide 18 by 6. We get remainder equals to 0 and thus we get 3 and 6 as factors of 18. But we have already got these two factors. So it means we will stop here and won't divide further. So let's write factors of 18 now, which are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. Students, to find factors of a number, we generally use multiplication method. But division method is used to find if a particular number is a factor of another number or not. So let's solve such a question. Find out if 3 is a factor of 45. To find out if 3 is a factor of 45, we will divide 45 by 3. And if we get remainder as 0, then we can say that yes, 3 is a factor of 45. So let's divide 3 multiplied by 1 equals to 3. 4 minus 3 equals to 1. Copy 5 and then 3 multiplied by 5 equals to 15. And 15 minus 15 equals to 0. So here we have got the remainder as 0. So it means 3 is a factor of 45. Students, we have lot of activities related to chapter, multiples and factors. Like we have an activity to find multiples of any number. We have a separate activity to find factors of any number. You will find the link to these videos below in the description box. Now our next topic is common factors. So what is a common factor? A number that is a factor of two or more numbers is called a common factor. Let's see some examples. 2 is a common factor of 6 as well as 8. Similarly, 3 is a common factor of 9 as well as 15. Now let's see how to find common factors. Question is, find all the factors of 20 and 32 and then find their common factors. First, let's find factors of 20. For this, we will start writing table of 1. 1 into 20 equals to 20. In the table of 2, 2 into 10 equals to 20. Now, 20 is not divisible by 3. And in the table of 4, 4 into 5 equals to 20. And in the table of 5, 5 into 4 equals to 20. But we have already covered it as 4 into 5. So we will stop at 4 into 5. So let's write factors of 20, which are 1, 2, 4, then 5, 10 and 20. Now let's find factors of 32. In the table of 1, 1 into 32 equals to 32. In the table of 2, 2 into 16 equals to 32. 32 is not divisible by 3. Then in the table of 4, 4 into 8 equals to 32. Then 32 is not divisible by 5, 6 or 7. And in table of 8, 8 into 4 equals to 32. But we have just covered it as 4 into 8. So let's stop here. So factors of 32 are 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 and 32. So now we have found the factors of 20 as well as factors of 32. Now students, what are common factors of 20 and 32? Let's see. Common factors are 1, 2 and 4. So let's write common factors of 20 and 32 are 1, 2 and 4. So students, this is how we can find common factors of given numbers. Now in the end, I am giving you a worksheet for your practice. So students, this worksheet contains questions from all the sections of the chapter which I have just taught to you. If you have skipped any of the section, I will suggest you to first understand it and then attempt this worksheet. Do watch my other videos and share my channel and my video with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.